Imagine rolling up to the Chrysler Halcyon Concept for the first time, the kind of moment that makes you stop and stare, but not in some gaudy, over-the-top way.
Rather, in a quietly confident hum of possibility.
Its exterior is a masterclass in aerodynamic sculpture, from the sweeping lows, lung hood to the active aero touches. There's an active rear diffuser, air curtains, and a front air blade.
That's more than simply flair, helping channel air in clever ways.
The glass canopy is particularly striking, dominating the roof and windshield in one elegant sweep that gives occupants a near 360° view and sets the tone for what this car wants to be. Not just
transport, but immersive mobility.
The rear coach doors hinged at the back, partnered with flip-up roof panels, make ingress and egress dramatic, almost theatrical, but serve a real purpose given how low the car sits. As for build quality, since this is a concept, there are inevitable caveats. The materials in renderings and announcements feel premium. Sustainable textiles, recycled PET bottles, wood trim with traceability, synthetic suede, even the badging made of crushed CD.
Fit and finish in a concept is more about promise than proof. But nothing suggests Chrysler has skimped on the detail.
Paint, panel gaps in videos, the precision of glass edges, door mechanisms, all appear thoughtfully engineered.
Whether this translates to a production vehicle with real tolerances is another story.
Interior-wise, there's a lounge, like calm, bucket-style seats for 4, although firm in the concept renderings, rear seat bottoms that retract into the trunk floor in a stow-and-go, like Scheme 2.
Free up floor space, a floating winged back design with recycled materials, plus sustainable surfaces that feel both modern and conscious.
Driving and performance experience are largely speculative for now. Chrysler hasn't released full data for horsepower, torque, or 0-60 times.
What we do know gives reason for optimism. It's built on the STLA large platform, which suggests substantial underpinnings, and the battery architecture is an 800-volt lithium sulfur pack. That battery promises much faster charging, lower weight, and significantly reduced carbon footprint. On paper, roughly 60% lower CO2 in manufacturing than some lithium-ion batteries. Chrysler even suggests you could recharge 200 miles worth of range in about 5 minutes on a proper fast charger.
And then there's the more futuristic idea, wireless inductive charging embedded in road surfaces that could theoretically allow unlimited range, assuming infrastructure catches up.
Technology in the Halcyon is ambitious. The cockpit is digital, but not just screens for screens' sake. It aims for immersion.
The windshield/canopy serves double duty, potentially as an augmented reality display. The steering wheel folds or retracts, voice and biometric recognition used for entry and personalization, and an
assistant predicted to anticipate driver preferences, temperature, lighting, seating posture, even cabin soundscapes before you ask.
There's also a pop-up 6-inch display in the center console, transparent dashboard displays, smart connectivity with devices and cloud services, predictive navigation, adaptive media
suggestions. It's a vision of a car that's not just a machine, but a personalized environment. Safety and driver assistance are woven into that technological fabric.
Level 4 autonomy is part of the promise. Under certain conditions, the car could drive itself, allowing occupants to relax, tilt back, maybe even work on the lounge mode.
Feeling with seats reclined and the steering wheel tucked away.
Features like autonomous emergency braking, pedestrian detection, lane keeping, adaptive cruise, these are all expected or likely to be included if this ever comes to production.
The dimmable glass roof and canopy also play into visibility, privacy, glare control important not just for comfort but safety as well.
The Halcyon has many advantages. It pushes the envelope of what a future EV could be, especially from Chrysler,
a brand that's been quieter lately.
It combines striking design, sustainability, advanced battery tech, ambitious autonomy, and a cabin that treats occupants more like guests in a lounge than passengers.
The promise of ultra-fast charging, possibly wireless charging, and reduced ecological footprint give good reasons to believe it could raise the bar.
Also, its dramatic styling coach doors, canopy, glass surfaces gives it strong visual presence, which matters in an age where image often sells as much as specs.
But there are challenges. Concepts allow dreams, production often forces compromises.
That glass canopy, fancy doors, retractable parts, extreme use of glass panels, all beautiful, but potentially heavy, expensive, and subject to durability or safety regulations. Rollover, crack.
Structure, the lithium sulfur battery, while promising, is not yet proven at scale and will need to overcome issues of stability, life cycle, cost, and infrastructure.
Wireless charging roads require massive investment and coordination to become more than novelty.
Also, many of the comfort details, firm seats, interior space, ingress/egress might suffer in a production version where cost, weight, and regulations push back.
Then there's the question of price, though estimates put it somewhere between $60,000 $70,000. That's speculative and depends heavily on how much of this tech survives the transition from concept.
Showroom? Overall, the Halcyon Concept is thrilling. It doesn't just tease us with a pretty face. It sketches out a future Chrysler that can balance luxury, sustainability, and tech in a way that feels coherent, not disjointed.
For casual viewers, it's a beauty of a car, something to admire and imagine driving off into tomorrow.
For industry professionals, it's a blueprint with ambitious new battery chemistry, a push toward greater autonomy, novel charging visions, and sustainable materials. If Chrysler can execute even half of what's shown, the Halcyon could be a game changer.
My verdict: this is a concept that earns attention. Watch it closely, because what's promised here will influence more than just this model.
It represents a possibility, and that possibility feels worth the wait.